famous gays and lesbians, alleged and otherwise. I'm your host, Thomas Connolly. I happen to be a gay actor, and I live in the gayest city of them all, West Hollywood, California. Today's episode deals with a really glamorous, gorgeous, sexy actress from yesteryear who was a lesbian. She was one of our great imports from Germany. She was literally a trailblazing femme fatale. She had a 70-year career in show business. Okay, I'm talking about the magnificent, the marvelous, the majestic Marlene Dietrich. In her very first movie, she starred as Lola, the cabaret singer in Blue Angel, but she was catapulted to global stardom in the film Morocco. In this Oscar-nominated performance, she played an androgynous singer with a top hat and tuxedo, which definitely left an impression when she kissed a woman on the lips. This was seen in 1930 as shocking. Nobody had ever seen such a thing. She worked with the very best directors of the day, including Joseph Sternberg, Billy Wilder, Stanley Kramer, Orson Welles, and Alfred Hitchcock. Some of her most well-known films include Scarlet Empress in 1934, Desire in 1936, Destry Rides Again in 1939, Stage Fright in 1950, Witness for the Prosecution in 1957, and Judgment at Nuremberg in 1961. Now, after that, Marlene Dietrich spent the remainder of her career touring the world as a marquee live show performer, culminating in an extended, sold-out Broadway run. One early critic described her as sex without gender. Now, her one and only daughter, Maria, put it this way: with women, her romantic nature surfaced, and she was sincere. With men, sex was just to manipulate and control them. Well, alrighty, I guess Maria knew mommy pretty well. And that's not all. Get a load of this. Maria goes on to say that her mother was an aggressive lesbian lover. She was always running after and hitting on beautiful women. She was notorious for her appetite for women. You go, Marlene. Now, Marlene Dietrich did know how to make a splash. When she arrived in Hollywood in the early 1920s, famed director Joseph Sternberg gifted her with the classiest item you can imagine, a green Rolls-Royce Phantom III. The studio publicity department worked overtime with this image. Marlene, Norma Desmond called and wants her car back. Marlene Dietrich went on to make 6 films with acclaimed director Joseph Sternberg, including Shanghai Express, later remade by Madonna and Sean Penn, and The Devil is a Woman. Now, while many actresses of the day were well-coiffed, poised, and proper, Marlene trained as a boxer with Turkish trainer Sabri Maher. Don't mess with Marlene. She'll literally knock you out. Maria's first and last husband, director Rudolf Sieber, was well aware of his wife's sexual proclivities. He actually referred to her female lovers as her sewing circle. My sweet grandmother was in a sewing circle. Oh, it couldn't be. Okay, now you have to hear the story about Marlene's relationship with a German cabaret singer named Anita Berber. Now, Anita at the time was married to a sex scientist. A sex scientist? I knew I was missing something in my life. Anita was known to mix equal amounts of, get a load of this, chloroform, morphine, and ether in a small rice bowl on the table. She would then remove a single white rose from her handbag and proceed to gracefully stir the mind-bending concoction. And then both Anita and Marlene would proceed to eat each little rose petal dipped in this special potion. And then the hijinks would really begin. Who knew? Chomping on a rose petal and getting high. Marlene Dietrich had a legendary cavalcade of female lovers, including the outspoken and talented actress Tallulah Bankhead, playwright and author Mercedes de Acosta, Oscar-winning actress Claudette Colbert, cabaret hostess Suzanne Bala, known as Freda, Anne Warner, the wife of Jack L. Warner, owner of the Warner Brothers Studios, the renowned French singer Edith Piaf, and the vivacious actress Dolores Del Rio. Whoa, that's some list. I told you Marlene got around. Oh, and I'm not finished. Marlene Dietrich apparently had a really volatile relationship with acclaimed Mexican actress Lupe Velez. Lupe Velez once said, "If I had the opportunity to do so, I'd tear out Marlene Dietrich's eyes." Oh, well, that's not nice. Marlene was actually a forerunner of many plastic surgery procedures. Marlene lived to be 90 years old, and she, along with the brilliant Hedy Lamarr, refined all these techniques with delicate pieces of jewelry and tape to pull their skin back. Marlene Dietrich was also a master of lighting, visual effects, and Christian Dior wardrobe. She knew how to pull off the femme fatale image up until her very last breath. I have to say that I do have a favorite Marlene Dietrich quote. Now, Marlene lived through the horrors and atrocities of World War I and World War II. And this is what she said: "If God created this world, he should review his plan." Now, it must be noted that Marlene Dietrich, as a German woman, was awarded the Medal of Freedom from the US government for her numerous humanitarian efforts during World War II. She helped out financially as well as entertaining the troops during both World War I and II. Marlene Dietrich was one tough broad, and she openly defied the sexual norms of the day. She really helped pave the way for LGBTQ acceptance. Rest in peace, Marlene Dietrich, and thank you for all you did. Well, that's about it for this episode. If you like what you see, could you please like and subscribe? That would really help our show. This is Thomas Connolly for Famous Gays and Lesbians, Alleged and Otherwise. Until next time, bye-bye.